Good evening and welcome to Icu TV main news. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Zambia Repatriate former President Lungu's remains, citing lack of barrier instruction in will. Northwestern Province achieves major increase in maize yield. Army Commander concludes Western Province visits. And in our international news, British and New Zealand tourists in Zambia. And in our sports news, CAF doubles WAFCON 2024 winners prize to $1 million and boosts total purse by 45%. With the news details, my name is De La Sera Mary. The government of Zambia has submitted a revised motion to the Pretoria High Court in South Africa, requesting the repatriation and official burial of late former President Lungu Edgar on Zambian soil. In the legal filing, the government notes that President Lungu's will does not contain specific instructions regarding his preferred place or manner of burial. It argues that as a recipient of entitlements under the former President's Benefit Act, it is reasonable to infer that he intended to receive a state funeral consistent with national traditions and protocols. The submissions further maintains that Lungu's eligibility for benefits under the Act was never revoked. Although his benefits were suspended when he returned to active politics, the government claims that the suspension automatically lapsed upon his passing. Accordingly, the state's asset is responsibility and right to organize a state funeral fully funded and carried out in line with Zambia's cultural practices. President Lungu passed away on June 5, 2025, while in South Africa. A dispute soon emerged between his family and the Zambian government regarding his burial. The family chose to inter him in South Africa, but a legal injunction issued by the Pretoria High Court on June 25, 2025, paused all burial arrangements pending a final decision in the case. The Northwestern Province has achieved a significant maize harvest exceeding 300,000 metric tons for 2024 and 2025 farming season, according to Provincial Agriculture Coordinator Maize. The sharp rise in production is largely due to favorable weather conditions and key government initiatives, including the Farmer Input Support Program and the Sustainable Agriculture Financial Facility. Shimawale shared this update during a media briefing held in Solwezi today in preparation for next month's Northwestern Provincial Agricultural, Industrial and Mining Show. He notes that this year's output of more than 315,000 metric tons marks a substantial increase from last year's 117,000 metric tons. Meanwhile, Provincial Deputy Permanent Secretary Lakson Mulawi highlighted the province's capacity for even greater agricultural output. He emphasized the importance of events like the Agriculture Show in promoting innovation and enhancing productivity in the sector. Zambian Army Commander Lieutenant General Jeffrey Chongo Zile has completed his inspection for tour of military units and operational areas across Western Province. The final stop of his visit included a courtesy call on Kaoma District Commissioner Ms. Sheba Kashina Muyabango, followed by an address to Army personnel stationed at Luna Barracks. Speaking during the meeting, Ms. Muyabango highlighted the significant role the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) has played in advancing local infrastructure. She pointed to ongoing road upgrades such as the Mongwe-Lusaka and Matayoyo-Katunda routes as examples of fund's impact. She also commends the Army for its contributions to community development, particularly through projects like Luna Barracks Secondary School, which serves both military families and local residents. The Commissioner praised the Army's presence in Kaoma as essential to ensuring peace and order. Meanwhile, Lieutenant General Ziele expressed satisfactions with the prevailing calm in Kaoma, describing it as critical to fostering long-term national progress. He said the purpose of this provincial tour was to evaluate soldiers' welfare, engage directly with troops, and strengthen morale. He also extends appreciation to civil leaders for their cooperation with the Army on security matters and urged the district's commissioner to remain in close communication with the battalion commander. He cites cross-border issues such as smuggling of fuel and maize, cattle theft, illegal mining, and irregular migration as key concerns requiring joint vigilance. We'll take our first break. Stay tuned for more news in our local stories.
Welcome to Zambia, a land of breathtaking natural wonders and diverse cultures, home to the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Zambia boasts a rich cultural heritage, captivating wildlife, and a promising future. Zambia is a nation rich in both history and modernity. In the heart of Zambia lies Lusaka, the capital and largest city located in the southern part of the Central Plateau. Lusaka is one of the fastest developing cities in southern Africa. With a population of about 3.3 million, Lusaka is a center of both commercial and government in Zambia and connects to the country's 4 main highways, heading north, south, east, and west. Lusaka has several cultural facilities such as museums and galleries, which include Lusaka National Museum and Henry Tayali Gallery. The city also has several parks such as Mundawanga Environmental Park, Lusaka National Park, and Chaminuka Nature Reserve that offer visitors a chance to see wildlife up close. Within this dynamic city lies the Information and Communications University, ICU, a place where education and traditions merge with future-focused learning, a place where innovation and research thrive. With a commitment to providing industrial-oriented academic qualifications, ICU stands as a beacon of higher learning education in Zambia, serving over 5,000 students on both distance and full-time learning modes. But what sets ICU apart? It's our core values. At ICU, we cherish freedom of thought and expression, foster innovativeness and creativity, uphold good governance integrity, promote teamwork, professionalism, and responsible citizenship. We believe in strengthening national cohesion and inclusiveness. Our programs are designed to nurture problem-solving skills, a vital asset for job creation in Zambia. We emphasize critical thinking, creative reasoning, and informed decision-making. Our vision is clear: to be a leading provider of quality education across Africa. Our motto: delivering an ICT-enabled education with excellence. Whether you're passionate about technology, engineering, agriculture, or business, ICU offers a diverse range of programs tailored to your ambitions. Our School of Engineering offers unique programs such as Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with Education, Bachelor of Information and Communications Technology with Education, and more. In our School of Humanities and Business, you can explore degrees in Development Studies, Human Resource Management, Journalism, and various other fields. Education is about making a real impact. ICU proudly partners with the Zambia Research and Development Center, ZRDC, to offer scholarships and contribute to Zambia's social and economic growth. Our global reach extends far and wide. Collaborations with institutions like Volgograd State Socio-Pedagogical University in Russia and the Academy of Maritime Education and Training in Chennai, India, offer unique opportunities for our students. In a groundbreaking initiative, ICU has joined hands with the Zambia Correctional Service to provide tertiary education to inmates, fostering rehabilitation and brighter futures. At ICU, education goes beyond textbooks. Our vibrant campus hosts numerous associations, sports, and organizations that enrich the students' experience. Our commitment to excellence shines through the remarkable achievement of our alumni who have made significant contributions to society. So, why choose ICU? Because here, you will find more than education. You will discover a community that nurtures your dreams and empowers you to shape the future. Information and Communications University, driving the thrill for the nation in research and innovation.
Welcome back. In our local stories, the Lusaka High Court has been presented with witness accounts suggesting that George Kalaba, whose skeletal remains were found inside his home and garden compound, may have endured abuse from his wife, Sylvia Mutawa, prior to his death. Miss Mutawa stands accused of manslaughter following the discovery of her husband's remains earlier this year. The case has drawn public attention due to the disturbing nature of the allegations. Testifying before the court, Patrick Banda, a 52-year-old friend of the deceased from Kamanga, recalled an incident in August 2022 when Mr. Kalaba arrived at his home limping and opted to spend the night. Banda said that when he asked about the injury, Kalaba claimed his wife had struck him with a stool. Another witness, 38-year-old Kelvin Gosa of Garden Compound, told the court he lost contact with Mr. Kalaba in August 2023, despite several attempts to visit. Ms. Mutawa allegedly kept telling him that her husband was not around. Gosa added that Kalaba did not own a mobile phone and could only be contacted through his wife. A third witness, Harrison Wasa, aged 40 and also a Garden Compound resident, testified that during a visit in September 2023, Mr. Kalaba appeared to be in poor health. When he questioned Ms. Mutawa about her husband's condition, she reportedly said she was waiting for his relatives to assist with hospital arrangements. Wasa said he learned of Kalaba's death in January 2025 through a phone call informing him that police had discovered human remains believed to be Kalaba's at his residence. Ms. Mutawa was taken into custody in January 2025 along with her 4 children and a neighbor. While she faces manslaughter charges, her co-accused were found guilty of failing to report a death and each received a 1-month prison sentence. The trial, presides over by High Court Judge Anne Ononuju, is set to continue on September 2025, the 16th. The Zambian Ministry of Education has begun building state-of-the-art science and technology laboratories in 3 secondary schools as part of a national initiative to strengthen STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. This project, valued at $4.76 million, is designed to enhance STEM learning environments and is being implemented at David Kaunda Secondary School in Lusaka, Kapiri Girls Secondary School in Kapiri-Mposhi, and Chiwana Boys Secondary School in Dola. According to Assistant Director in the Ministry's Infrastructure Unit, Engineer Luendo Habanti, construction is already in process with all facilities expected to be completed by June 2026. The initiative is funded through a grant from the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JISCA, following a bilateral agreement with the Zambian government. JISCA's financial support aims to promote STEM education and technological advancement in Zambia.
So basically, in what you're seeing behind me is a construction of 5 laboratories and a maths classroom under the JICA program, where the government of Japan, through the Japanese International Corporation for Aid, signed a contract in January 2024 to give aid to schools, selected schools in Zambia that were offering STEM. So amongst these schools that were selected, we have Godike, we have Chiwala, and we also have Kapiri Girls. So on these schools, there are basically different buildings that are being constructed. We have, for example, at David Kaunda here, we have 5 laboratories that are being done, a mathematics class, and also a ablution block for the teachers. So basically what you're seeing behind me is blinding concrete that has been done for the 5 laboratories that are being constructed by the contractor. I think as a ministry, we are very happy that the contractor, after signing the contract in March, quickly he mobilized, moved to the sites, and the pace of the works basically is very encouraging. And by June 2026, all these laboratories that are being done on these 3 schools should be handed over to the government. The total cost.
Meanwhile, at David Kaunda Secondary School, constructions include 5 science labs, a dedicated open space mathematics lab, and modern sanitation facility for both students and staff, with an investment of 1.42 million US dollars. Kapiri Girls Secondary School will see the addition of a science lab, a math lab, 3 dormitories, each accommodating 55 girls, a bump house, storage units, and hygienic amenities amounting to 1.96 million US dollars in development. Chilwa Secondary School is set to receive 6 new science labs, an IT lab, a math lab, a bump house, storage area, and comprehensive sanitation infrastructure, with a total investment of 1.78 million US dollars. School administrations have expressed strong support for the development, and head teacher at David Kaunda National STEM Secondary School, Ms. Maureen Tonga, highlights the project's potential to improve science instructions and promote interactive learning.
Which is a national school, really is speaking volumes as regards to the type of students that will be producing, because I believe the labs that are going to come out of here will keep us with the technical aspects that we are teaching our students. So basically we're excited because we'll have the facility that will make us offload the quality students that we envisage, speaking to our mission statement. To our learners, we are already engaging them to value the facility, because this facility is coming at a high cost. And as DK, to receive this facility, we are privileged. And being a national school, we are speaking to our students to value this and keep it very, very well, because it's not only them, it's for the nation. So they should value it in the sense that they must take good care of it and learn from it so that we can go miles and miles.
Head teacher at Chiwala Provincial STEM Secondary School, Mr. Chipasha Chisela, stressed the importance of investing in STEM, calling it critical for national growth and development. The ministry sees this effort as key to narrowing the skill gap, driving innovation, and equipping the youth for role in an increasingly knowledge-driven, industrialized economy.
Well, what makes this project unique is that there's going to be much emphasis on the teaching of practical subjects, in particular science, mathematics, agriculture science, and so on and so forth. You are aware that government has introduced what is called the CBC, the competence-based curriculum. The curriculum will obviously make a lot of sense for a school such as Chuala, because our learners will actually have a lot of hands-on activities in the laboratories, in the workshops, and so on and so forth. Of course, many schools in Zambia may not have this opportunity to have such facilities where learners will have and teachers have, hands-on activities. But that is what is important. We shall expect learners to develop very critical thinking, okay? Find a lot of solutions, do experiments in the laboratories, come up with portfolios and so on, and make.
You're still watching Icu TV News. We're taking a short break, and coming up is our international and sports news. Stay tuned.
The Ministry of Education had a successful uniform day. This is just to say thank you. Gratitude goes to the Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Munsaka Siakalima, for your leadership and for allowing the Directorate of Human Resource and Administration, in collaboration with the Communications Unit, to host this day. To the Permanent Secretary, Administration, Ms. Mariana Muneko, for giving us wings, fly high, and for believing in us. To the Permanent Secretary, Educational Services, Mr. Joe Kamoko, for giving us Ichimwela. To the Permanent Secretary, Information and Media, Mr. Tabo Kawana, for always supporting us. To the former Vice President, Dr. Neves Mumba, thank you for wearing your uniform. We are greatly humbled. Special thanks go to Zambia Education Programs Coordination Unit for meeting us at our point of need. To all the directors at the Ministry of Education, the CEOs of our statutory bodies, the heads of units, the PEOs, devs, and all members of staff, thank you. To the thousands and thousands of head teachers across the country that took part. To our biggest sponsors, the Zambian National Building Society and the Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, you made us shine. To our other sponsors, Sanako, Healthy Learners, Digital Optical, Awanachi, Jack and Jill, and Buffalo Bicycles, we wouldn't have done it without you. To the media houses, Information Communications University, Icu TV, for promoting Uniform Day, for all that posting, editing, and filming before, during, and after. Thank you. To Zenise for covering us countrywide. To Hot FM, ZNBC TV 1 and 2, ZNBC Radio 1, 2, and 4, Diamond TV, Prime TV, Zambia Daily Mail, Times of Zambia, The Real Times, among other media platforms, for the heavy promotion and coverage of the event. To great influencers like K+, Chela Katwishi, Man 44, Abo Chungu, Cosmos, Limbani, and Mozegeta. So many of you spreading the word, thank you. To our cooperating partners, professionals in the civil aviation, APSA and other banks, NWASCO, local government, judiciary, ShopRite, NGOs, and the clergy for putting on the school uniform in solidarity with us. You rock! And finally, to the people of Zambia for the enthusiasm and overwhelming response. Thank you for all the posts and for putting Zambia Kuchalo!
Welcome back, and in our international stories, 2 female tourists, including a British persona, have been killed by a charging elephant while on safari in Zambia, police have told BBC. Easton Tyler, 68, from the UK, and 67-year-old Alison Tyler from New Zealand were attacked by a female elephant that was with a calf at the South Luangwa National Park, said local police chief Robertson Mwemba. The two tourists were trampled to death by the nursing elephant after efforts by tour guides to stop it by firing shots failed. Both women died at the scene, he said. The British Foreign Office said it was supporting the family of British women who had died in Zambia and was liaising with local authorities. Still in our international news, the Namibian government has announced a temporal ban on state funeral amid criticism over the rising cost of these burials. Only President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah has the power to exempt funerals from the government said. Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theophorus, made the announcement following a cabinet meeting earlier this year. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in our sports news, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced a significant increase in prize money for the Total Energies CAF Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON Morocco 2024. The prize for the tournament winner has been doubled to $1 million, while the total prize money for the competition has risen by 45% to $3.475. CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe emphasizes that this move reflects the organization's ongoing commitment to the growth and development of women's football across Africa. He highlights that the increased prize money will help improve salaries for players, coaches, and staff, while recognizing the rising quality and global appeal of the women's game on the continent. The tournament expanded finance reward underscores CAF's confidence in the event's growing fan base, media coverage, and sponsorship support. That sports item brings us to the end of the main news. But before we go, we take a quick recap of the stories making headlines. Zambian government seeks to repatriate former President Lungu's remains, citing lack of burial instruction in the will. Northwestern province achieves major increase in maize yield. Army commander concludes Western province visit. In our international news, elephant kills British and New Zealand tourists in Zambia. And in our sports news, CAF doubles WAFCON 2024 winners prize to $1 million and boosts total purse by 45%. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, stay glued to our Facebook, Icu TV, and our website at icutv.zm.com.